Hi and welcome to the Financial Fox. On today's episode of our crypto show, I will introduce you to Vertbase, an easy-to-use and highly secure digital currency platform for buying and selling cryptocurrency with US dollars. Joining me is Justin Seild, founder of Vertbase. Hi Justin, how are you?
I'm doing great. How are you?
I'm fine. Listen, I was just commenting about the convoluted process to purchase Altcoin, but what you are offering here is a simple alternative platform. Is that right?
Yep, correct. So we've noticed Coinbase did a really good job, offering a fiat to crypto solution. But at the time, they only offered it to Bitcoin, Ethereum, and Litecoin at the time. So our solution is doing something very similar, but just with altcoins such as DigiByte.
Okay, so in fact, please talk to me through how the platform works. Let's say I want to buy some DigiByte.
Yeah, so we really pride ourselves on making the sign up and the purchase of DigiByte as simple as possible. We even promote that you can do it in under 5 minutes. That includes just a simple sign up and then verifying your identity per our AML and KYC compliance program. Once you're verified, you connect a bank account of your choosing, and then you're able to purchase DigiByte directly from the platform.
Okay, that sounds quite easy. But why you call it Vertbase?
So we called it Vertbase because from the beginning, the first community project that I was involved in was the Ravencoin project. And so I had a lot of ties and a lot of community help from the Ravencoin team. And when we were kind of discussing names, instead of Coinbase, we kind of merged Ravencoin with Coinbase and came up with Vertbase.
Okay, that actually makes sense. But actually, Ravencoin and Vertbase, they are two completely different things.
Absolutely, yes. So Vertcoin is a decentralized cryptocurrency that is backed by a nonprofit organization. We worked kind of side by side with them on making sure that I handle the community and their coin properly, but there's no direct affiliation between Vertcoin and Vertbase.
Okay, so let's come back to Vertbase, which has always pushed its basically ultimate aim and mission of increasing cryptocurrency adoption with a strategy to increase visibility and market exposure, particularly for altcoins, obviously those with a high use case value. Why the focus on altcoin?
Yeah, I think, leading back to one of the original questions I answered, Coinbase wasn't supporting a lot of the altcoins out there. They had, at the time, their specific 3 that grew into Bitcoin Cash, and now they're offering a few others. But we noticed that there was quite a bit of bleeding edge technology and a lot of good that could come from supporting these altcoins to help push the industry forward as a whole. And one of our core values is actually to break down the current walls of crypto tribalism and to have these altcoins and smaller communities kind of start talking together, working together with their technologies in the hopes that they kind of push the entire crypto industry forward.
Okay, but there are so many coins. How can you judge their value in a use case?
Yeah, I think we just really keep an open mind and we try to stay unbiased as much as possible. It all comes down to, people refer us some projects that they are very interested in. We actually get a lot of referrals from the communities that we're currently working with. And then we take a look at the coins or projects and what they can offer and how they may differ. So if somebody proposes a cryptocurrency that is exactly the same as DigiByte, we're not going to list them because it doesn't provide any new value to our overall goal of kind of pushing the industry forward. But if the project has a different algorithm or a different approach to how they find consensus, we're open to those types of projects and bringing them on board so that we kind of have a wide array of cryptocurrencies on our platform.
Okay. Listen, we recently discussed controversies surrounding cryptocurrency exchanges. What are Vertbase listing rules for coins?
Yeah, we don't have very many rules in place regarding what can and cannot go on the platform. The primary rule that we kind of have to abide by in the US is making sure that a cryptocurrency is not considered a security. So if it's considered a security, there is additional licensings that need to be had by us to kind of buy and sell those to the user, and then the users that we work with need to be accredited investors. So anything that could be deemed a security, we try to stay away from. And then regarding other rules, it just kind of comes down to what I mentioned before. We're making sure, you know, if we bring the project to this platform, it needs to have some sort of beneficial good for the greater industry as a whole. So, you know, if it appears scammy or if it, you know, is predatorial in some ways, we'll stick away from it. But if the coin just has, you know, a lot of benefits, is trying to do something for the better good, then we'll seriously take a look at it and try to work with integrating it on the platform.
Yeah, definitely. It's all about, you know, application and use case of a coin at the end of the day. Can you maybe name any interesting coin to watch and why?
I guess I can't really, I mean, the coins that we've listed, I would definitely say check out. They, you know, there's a wide variety of different use cases for each.
Do you want maybe to name a few?
Yeah, so Digibyte, I definitely recommend watching. Their transaction speeds compared to Bitcoin are very fast. It's something that we enjoy on our exchange because we can get the Digibyte coins directly to our users as fast as possible. Another coin that we've just listed that we're working with is Ravencoin. They're doing something similar to Digibyte where they're coming out with Ravencoin assets. And that's really kind of utilizing the blockchain more than just a cryptocurrency and storing data within the blockchain. So a lot of stuff like that we've been noticing in our current projects. We really like to push out those current projects. And some of the things we're looking at in the future, we're looking into Bitcoin Cash or Bitcoin SV. You know, the differences between the two and kind of weighing those pros and cons and seeing what is, you know, something like that. What would be the best one to bring forward? But I can't comment specifically on any projects that we're bringing out next.
Okay, I understand.
I can say Ethereum will be coming out shortly. That is something that we want to support because of ERC20 tokens, and it's a good baseline, much like Bitcoin. So I can comment that we are going to be bringing out Ethereum shortly, but past that, I can't really mention anything else.
Okay, well, people can just explore and, you know, find out on your platform.
Absolutely.
How do you see the future of altcoin versus Bitcoin, and if and when you will see full adoption of cryptocurrencies, you think?
Yeah, I think so. Bitcoin is kind of entrenched as the first in the market, and you know that is the precedent that everybody is kind of looking at, and that's what the general market and the general world looks at as well. What we like about altcoins is you can kind of take that base technology and really expand upon it to do some unique things and try to better the overall experience, product, or service that you're trying to provide with blockchains. So we see altcoins being very beneficial. It could be a testing ground to eventually push new technologies towards Bitcoin, or we could see an altcoin start to pull ahead of Bitcoin because of some of these advancements that they have made that maybe Bitcoin is not doing. Really, the mass adoption in the market is going to dictate, you know, instead of talking about an altcoin, maybe we start talking about Digibyte over Bitcoin. And that all comes with mass adoption. And I think we'll start to see mass adoption when we start to increase transaction speed and then break down a lot of the barriers between fiat and crypto. And then also start seeing the use of cryptocurrency on a daily basis. That's not just with payment processors and merchants, but that could be being paid in cryptocurrency. That could be paying, your insurance, your bills, your medical. It just needs to be more ingrained, and with more users comes a stable market. And when we see less volatility, I think we'll see people more willing to spend their digital currency on everyday purchases.
Yeah, and you just need just a couple of, quite substantial and big integration that all the public will basically jump on it, and there will be more and more adoption worldwide. Anyway, something I wanted to talk also is about security. So Vertbase has a robust anti-money laundering monitoring system. Which are the feature and technology do you use to prevent fraudulent activities in trading?
Yeah, so that's very important to us. So for us to be legal and compliant in the United States, and then as we work towards Europe as well, making sure that we have the proper anti-money laundering and KYC, which is Know Your Customer compliance programs established, is crucial. So we take steps to have you sign up and then verify your identity. This not only protects us from any money laundering or malicious activity on our platform, but it also protects the user, because we're verifying as them. We're providing them a service that is legally backed by the governments or the regions that they're residing in. So that goes a long way to kind of protecting everybody involved on the platform. It does act as a first defense as well to kind of deter any potential hackers that are trying to just work with our API or jump in as quickly as possible and try to break our system. So, we implement those. We use third parties to verify your identity. We're constantly improving those third-party partners to try to make them as quick and as seamless as possible. And we do not store any of that data on our servers at all. So it's a very simple. You provide the information. We ping our third-party partners to make sure that the information that you provided is correct and verified. And then we just save on our system a simple yes or no that, you have been verified, and that we don't need to save any, any private information of yours.
Okay, so why should crypto investors switch, let's say, from Coinbase to your platform? What Vertbase offer that is unique and better in your view than any other digital platform?
Yeah, I think, so Coinbase is a great platform. We don't have anything bad to say against Coinbase. We actually followed a lot of how they kind of became industry leaders because they're doing something right. So we follow a lot of what Coinbase is doing, with the biggest difference being we want to support these altcoins in smaller communities and give a voice to some of these projects that are pushing the envelope and doing a little bit more than Bitcoin, Ethereum, and Litecoin are doing. Yeah, we're really kind of get a part of these communities and work to providing them as much access as possible.
So possibly Coinbase is going to start to look at Vertbase very soon.
Maybe. Let's hope.
Last things, we recently announced Vertbase as key sponsor at the first DigiByte Global Summit in Amsterdam. Obviously, one of the important value for Vertbase, like DigiByte, lies in the community and in the volunteers that they are supporting this coin. You have also donated 50,000 DigiByte for the development of the DigiByte project to the DigiByte community. What do you like about DigiByte? What excites you about it?
Yeah, I think, we've received a very warm response from the DigiByte community, not only from the individual community members themselves, but also from the DigiByte awareness team and some of the core developers as well. One of our biggest core values is to give back to these communities. We know when we started, we were working with Vertcoin. They're a not-for-profit foundation. Everybody that works on Vertcoin is a volunteer. And much like DigiByte, we wanted to give back to these projects that are really kind of pushing the envelope forward but are doing so on a volunteer basis. We love that about DigiByte. We love that they're, bringing faster transactions, DigiAssets, DigiID, and to show our gratitude for them kind of helping us get introduced to the community. We want to make sure we give back and facilitate so that community continues to grow. So every month we'll be donating a portion of the proceeds from each specific project. Some projects will not take donations, so we will not be donating to them. But for the ones that do, we are making it a priority to give back every month a portion of our proceeds to those communities.
Okay, that's great. So what are you going to talk at the conference? It's just in a month's time, you are one of the keynote speakers. Can you say something about, are you going to show how the platform works? What are you going to say?
So we do have some stuff that we're very excited to announce. We're going to probably keep it tight-lipped until we get to the conference and kind of announce what we have planned. It relates, people can probably guess what we're going to announce, but it relates to us being in Amsterdam at the time.
Okay.
But one of the things I really also want to talk about as well is the current state of the crypto industry with crypto tribalism. One of the things that we're really pushing for is to work with many projects and to kind of have them work together. And I've just seen from the DigiByte team specifically that they've really kind of taken this on as well, and they do a great job of reaching out to other communities. So Josiah has been reaching out to the Vertcoin team and has done a couple of video podcasts with them. Jared Tate actually referred us to Decred, and so we've talked to the Decred team. And having that, that openness to work and talk and refer other communities is, I think, great for the industry as a whole, and I would like to touch on that at some point during the summit.
Okay, I look forward to it, and I will see you in Amsterdam next month.
Definitely, I'm excited for it.
Okay, thank you very much, Justin, for your time.
Thank you.
Thanks. This is everything from the Financial Fox. I see you next time.